Hey, my reactors. So I'm back again with Redbone, and we're on chapter 2. You gotta learn that you are blessed because of your complexion, forever. And you gotta know some folks might resist you for it. 2, by Grandma Elise. Okay, let's begin. The sun was brighter than ever when Farrah woke up to the smells of her grandmother's fried chicken. She knew without asking that they were having some kind of party later on that day, and she couldn't wait to entertain company. Today was a better day because she wasn't as sick as she normally was. She hoped she allowed her outside so that she could stretch a hopscotch board on the ground in the hopes of luring new playmates. Friendless and lonely, Fur looks for small ways to entertain herself. Her siblings, who were not as sickly, had friends and lived their own life. So Fur was normally confined to the bed at home. When she tried to move out of the full-size bed, it's wait a minute, y'all. It angered her that she could barely budge. Move! She was pinned down due to Mia's sweaty, wet thighs being draped over her body. Move, Mia, she said, hitting her legs. She knew it would never work because Mia slept harder than a bear hibernating for the winter. Get off of me. Mia didn't budge. So with one hard shove, Mia's legs fell off her body. Since she was sleeping in the middle, she hopped over her baby sister Chloe, who was fast asleep on her right. Sharing a bed with her sisters was uncomfortable, but the fact that Mia was getting bigger, each family made her sleeping arrangement. Each family meal made her sleeping arrangement unbearable. Out of the bed, Fur grabbed her pink robe off the chair and stepped over Shadow, who was sleeping on the floor next to the bed. Since they all shared an apartment with their grandmother, Elise Gill, in Southeast Washington, D.C., they had to get in where they fit in. Elise's tiny project apartment had 3 bedrooms that could easily be mistaken for walk-in closets because they were small. But Elise didn't care. She came from the age where family did what they could. Look at this dog, y'all. Family did what they could for one another, even if it meant putting themselves out. So when her daughter said her family needed help 2 months back, hold on, y'all. Here's my dog so rude. Okay. So when her daughter said her family needed help 2 months back, she accommodated them. Let me y'all take a bite. Y'all, sorry about the rudeness. My dog is going crazy, and I don't know why. Her grandchildren shared one room. Brownie and A. Shaw shared the other, and she had the master bedroom, the grandmother. The living arrangements were fine for the kids on the night they didn't hear Shadow jerking off to Janet Jackson's swimming suit poster on the wall. They shared three sisters shared a room with their brother. With the robe wrapped around her body, Farrah eased out of the bed so she wouldn't wake up her siblings. She didn't know how much cereal was left and wanted to pour as much as she wanted into her bowl. Right before Farrah cut the corner into the kitchen, she heard her grandma talking to her mother, and she stopped dead in her tracks. Brownie, you know she don't mean nothing to that man, Elise said, but you gotta give men enough rope to wiggle. You can't hold them hostage, otherwise they'll just leave you. Brownie smacked her tongue. So I'm just supposed to let him fuck who he want in front of me? Brownie was so disrespectful, she didn't even care about cussing in front of her mother, and Elise was hood. And Elise was so hood, she was used to it. I'm his wife, mama. That shit ain't gonna fly no more. Did you see him fucking Danette? Elise asked, with your own eyes. No, mama, but he was always at her house. And whenever I called over there, mysteriously nobody answers the phone. We were best friends, and now she's closing me out of her life. Wait a minute. So that's what this is about. You miss her. She shook her head. Just go apologize, child. I didn't do nothing. Brownie, y'all beat her child where he can't play football no more. You better be careful about the message you showing your children, especially Pharaoh, because she is taking notes. That girl don't want to do nothing but be like you. Mama, that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my husband. Listen here, child. Don't lose your man on account of something stupid. Now you got the man. He belongs to you. Else he wouldn't have made you his wife. Be happy for that and leave the rest alone. It's not that easy. You sure you don't still love that other man? I heard you've been running around town with Jay every now and again. You better be careful. If the secret gets out, it will destroy your marriage. Brian remained silent, and Elise knew she struck a nerve. Mama, you think Jay left me because I'm dark? It just seemed like we were so good when we were alone. Who knows? Anyway, you married now. She shrugged. Couldn't have been a lot of reasons it didn't work. It could have been a lot of reasons it didn't. It could have been. Wait a minute. Could have been a lot of reasons it didn't work. If you know what I mean. As far as your complexion, I've been told you all your life you black. You that blue black, like my mama and her mama before that. Everybody not blessed with pretty skin like fur. You ugly, but you're not dumb, Brownie. It ain't nothing to be ashamed of neither. She continued. You're going to spend your whole life chasing away men if you get mad. They like a little something different from time to time. Fur heard the sound of a spoon stirring in the pot. Focus on Absher and leave Jay alone, Elise said sternly. Most men don't make a woman as black. Most men don't make a woman as black as you, they white. Be glad for that. But I wish I was different. Seems like Absher is into red bitches too. Why are you so obsessed with being something you're not? Embrace your blackness, baby. It's the color of our ancestors. I don't want to be like our ancestors, Brownie yelled. I want to be different. Brownie. And why would you name me that, Mama? Brownie sobbed, interrupted her mother. Do you know how many bitches I had to fight because of that name? I'm already black. Did you have to give me a name that brings attention to it? I named you that because I loved it. And I wanted you to also. But you black, baby. Some people gotta be black and fight harder for what they want, while others don't. Be glad one of your children don't have to be cursed like we are. See what I'm saying, Mama? You think we're cursed. I'm just up on the world, Brown, and I'm going to always shoot you straight. Life ain't easy for people with skin like ours, but we can learn to make it better. Somewhere in Brownie's heart of heart, she knew that her mother was saying, she knew what her mother was saying was wrong. She would look into the mirror and see a cute nose, wide, beautiful eyes, and pink, pouty lips. Yet when she goes out into the world, she feels ugly by her own people. So you really think I'm ugly, Mama? I think you're black, and to some folks, that's one and the same. Overcome with sorrow, Brownie stormed out of the kitchen and bumped into her daughter, who was on all four ears hustling on the floor. What you doing right here? And how long you been listening to my conversation? Brownie stared down at Farrah. When she didn't respond, she yelled, how long, girl? Brownie, is that Redbone? Elise asked from the kitchen. Yes, Mama. Brownie rolled her eyes. She was trying to think if she She was trying to think if she should beat her ass and deal with Usher later. But sitting around inside her to eat, Brownie didn't say anything. Instead, she thought about inflicting all of the pain she had in her heart at the moment on her child. Brownie Cotton, did you hear what I said? Tell her to come in here and eat now. All right. Take a pause. How y'all like it so far? I like it, y'all. I hope y'all can understand. And that's what we going to be doing during the week. Reading. But this is a pretty long book, so we're going to be on this for a while, chapter to chapter. And I do my zodiacs during the weekends. Starting Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. That's how I'm going to do that. So Monday through Thursday, we have story time, book time. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I go back to my horoscope. Thank you. So now, she swallowed hard. Okay, Mama, she frowned and said, go see what your grandma wants. Granny stormed off towards her room. First stood up, wiped her hands on a robe, and walked into the kitchen. Elise, without saying a word, grabbed a bowl out of the cabinet and the milk out of the fridge. Then she set the box of Captain Crunch along with her spoon on the table in front of her. Elise believed in silence and wouldn't speak until someone sparked their conversation. She learned a long time ago that the best advice one could give was dress in quietude. Sit down. Pearl could smell the stench of her grandmother's musty underarms as she tended to the food. Elise didn't use deodorant, hairspray, or detergent. She washed her clothes and dishes with scalding hot water, and they always appeared clean. Her hands had scars because of it, and the tops had lost most of their sensitivity. Since she also had what she believed to be allergies, which were caused by various household products, she avoided them at all costs, soap included. When Elise pulled a sheet of aluminum foil from the container, she noticed her grandchild was not eating. Eat up, Redbone, Elise said, taking her fried chicken out the pan before stirring her gravy. We got a long day ahead of us. We having a party. Fur poured milk into her cereal. Her eyes lit up at the prospect of having company. Outside of going to school, Fur felt as if she were living in a bubble. We're not having a party. This one for grown folks. You got to wait until the family celebration party with the adults. Fur pouted and Elise walked over her and placed her fist on her hips. Why are you frowning, pretty girl? Because I want to go to the party too. Fur whined, knowing she could always get away with Elise. I don't never get to do nothing. That ain't no reason for you to be pouting, Elise responded. Hell, there'll be plenty of parties for you to go to. She patted her back softly. You just don't forget to practice for the Jackson 5 performance routine you doing with your brother and sisters. I'm tired of my sister Irma grandkids winning the family competition each year. She's not going to be in no performance, Brownie said, walking back in the kitchen with her purse over her shoulder. She grabbed a yellow cup and poured water inside of it from the faucet. And why is that? This my grandchild. Because ain't no red bitches in Jackson 5. That's why. She smirked, looking at Fur. She ain't brown enough. What is wrong with you, Brownie? Elise asked, angered by her daughter's harsh words. I know them streets got you beat, but this child belongs to you, and you ain't got to treat her like that way. You can't never stand up for me, can you? Brownie glared at her mother. Not even when I need you the most. What do you want me to do? Elise threw her arms in the air, sending her strong body ordered through the small kitchen. Love me for who I am. That's what I'm trying to do, Elise please, slapping the back of her hands into her palm, by showing you how to love your daughter the way she should be loved. This child is watching everything you do, and all you showing her is pure evil. If you love her so much more than me, then let her be your daughter. Ronnie threw the plastic cup into the sink, cause like you said earlier, she sure is the right color now, ain't she? Ronnie stormed out of the apartment and Farrah cried over her cereal until her grandmother lifted her chin. She don't mean to be mean, baby. Elise choked back her own tears. She truly didn't understand what she said wrong. Elise came from a family full of women who were made to feel inadequate, inadequate because of their dark skin. So how could she teach her something different when she didn't know any better? Don't be sad, baby. When we get these scars off your skin, you are going to be striking. But I want to look like Mama and you. At least smile. You got to learn that you are blessed because of your complexion, fur. And you got to know some folks might resent you for it, too. In the long run, it'll pay off. Mark my words, Redbone. Mark my words. Okay, that's the end of chapter 2. We'll be going into chapter 3. And that's, I want to show her what I can make her. I want to show her that I can make her happy, too, forever. And I'll be back with chapter 3. Like I said, I've been interrupted. And I'm hungry. Bye, y'all.